Hello, my name is Christina Daniels, and today I'm going to share why am I here and why my past experiences led me to yoga and holistic healing. When I was 18 years old, I found myself very ill, weak, tired. My body was deteriorating before my eyes, and so was my whole life. I was anxious, I was stressed, I was overwhelmed, and I was operating out of a place of fear. I began searching for answers for my health and for my life. I went to multiple doctors, and they all had different answers, and they all had different diagnoses for me as well. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, PTSD, anorexia nervosa, and an anxiety disorder. The doctors continued telling me that I had to pick medications to be on for the rest of my life, and that I was eventually going to be disabled and in a wheelchair and unable to walk and unable to function on my own. And all of the medications that they were offering me were filled with chemicals and toxins. And they told me that the medications might help me, and they told me that they might make me worse. And they gave me books of side effects this thick, telling me to choose the right one for me. And at that point, I knew that I could not find the answers in traditional medicine. And not one doctor asked me what I was putting in my body or what I was doing with my body, which are two very, very important things to do with your health. And so I began to ask myself, how can I help me? So I began with what I could control, and that was what I was putting in my body and what I was doing with it. I began with nutritional shakes and supplements that began to boost my energy and nourish my body. At the time, I was hardly eating anything. I was severely dehydrated, and I needed nutrition badly. So that's where I began with that. And then in 2010, I was sharing with my friend what was going on with my health and with my life, and she asked me, "Have you ever tried yoga?" And I said, fear struck me, and yoga scared me. I thought I couldn't do yoga, and even if I did do yoga, I would hurt myself trying, because at that point I couldn't exercise anymore. I was too weak, and honestly, I felt like I couldn't bend in all those shapes and be a pretzel, and just yoga, I didn't think yoga was for me. I wasn't healthy enough for yoga. And my friend asked me, just trust me. And she reassured me that I could go at my own pace, and I could take breaks if I need to, or go into child's pose if I need to. And so I trusted her, and I found myself at my first yoga class. And she was right, I couldn't do most of the poses, but I could be in that space. And I found myself, taking a lot of breaks and pretty much just lying on the floor, absorbing the vibrations and the energy of the room and the people around me. And all of a sudden, I was overcome with such presence and joy that day. I found something. I found a gift that could really shift the way that I was relating to myself and to my life and to my body and to my health. And I found a gift that was much deeper than anything that I had ever experienced. I was drawn to it, and I began practicing yoga more and more. I got that even laying there or sitting there quietly, I was doing yoga. I started to love my body again and love being in my body again, which was something that I hadn't felt in a very long time. I began to raise my vibration and my energy, and I began feeling better and better. I started gaining weight again. At that point, I was down to 109 pounds at 5'9", and now I am back up to 145 pounds. I'm feeling healthier and better than ever. And that's how my yoga and holistic healing journey really began. And after finding yoga and yoga finding me, my life was like a magnet for other holistic healing modalities. All of a sudden, I found myself attracting and learning and being gifted experiences and opportunities with all of these new ways to heal my body. And I found out that medicine doesn't come in just one form. It doesn't just come in a pill form, but it can be in many, many different types of modalities. And it was really just me finding, what is it that resonates with me? What is it that my heart says, yes, that feels good. That's right for me. So I started practicing yoga, doing holistic nutrition, making art, playing more music, connecting with nature, using essential oil treatments, playing singing bowls, going to drum and meditation circles, receiving yoga nidra, guided imagery, doing cranial sacral work, chakra balancing, reflexology, energy work, polarity sessions, auricular therapy, sound healing, and so much more. All of the holistic healing modalities that I now study and provide are all modalities that I have found over the years that have brought me to be here today, to be alive, really alive today. They're all tools that I had used to nourish myself back to health. And here I am 6 years later, healthier than I've ever been, feeling better than I've ever been, and that is exactly why I'm here. I'm studying and being certified in holistic healing modalities that I've used to heal myself in my life. And I want to educate others that the answer to a healthy life doesn't lie outside of you. It lies within you. I want to educate others to discover the answers within. Healthcare through self-care. Thank you.